Good morning. Welcome to my porch. I am the Bearded Welshman, John, on this wonderful rainy morning. Got my coffee. Look at that. Always black. Wouldn't have it any other way. Of course. So before I go any further, I just want to give a big shout out to my favorite little buddy, my grandson, Bo. Bo watches my channel. So I'd like to say good morning, Bo. My buddy. Can't wait to see you again soon. Love you. And I'll see you soon. You be good for mom and dad. So, yeah, my daughter told me he likes watching my channel, which is pretty cool. He's 4 years old. He's getting up there, man. It's like yesterday he was born. So, anyhow, if you are not subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. It would help me out. If you subscribe, hit the subscribe button, click on the bell, and you get notified every time a video comes up. What I really appreciate, too, is thumbs up, thumbs down, and or comments. I really do appreciate those. It's very helpful. I like to get feedback. I like to get pushback. I like to hear from people. And I try to respond to everyone. Sometimes I don't. I'll just hit the like button or the heart button. But I try to respond to everyone. So if you're not subscribed, I was looking at my analytics. 54% of the people who watched my last video were not subscribed. It was like 46% were subscribers. So do me a good solid and subscribe to the channel. On with the morning. So I got to spend some time with family last weekend. It was really good. My brother was in from Texas. My twin brother. I have an identical twin brother. Yes, there's two of us out there. And we were up at my older brother's place where him and his wife have a farm. They have like 20 acres of land. I think it's their retirement. They call it a farm. They're doing things that technically it is a farm, I guess. So I guess, it is a farm. And it's going to become more of a farm for them. Not like a traditional farm like you are thinking. They do their own maple syrup. They got their own honey. They got an orchard that they planted. I helped my brother build the original fencing around the orchard. Man, that was fun. Not. But we had a good time. Mom was up there, and we had our spouses. Well, my brother's wife stayed in Texas with the girls. He came up, surprised Mom after the holidays, after the first of the year. We got to spend time together. And I was thinking this week, it's a long drive to get up there. It's about 3.5 hours. And you have to go over a mountain to get there. And in this particular mountain on that interstate, when you get to the one section, it is pretty much a crapshoot in the wintertime as to what kind of weather you're going to get. You're going to get ice, you're going to get fog, and I mean it's the thickest fog I've ever driven through. Or you're going to get a snowstorm. So it's pretty much a crapshoot. So I wasn't looking forward to it. So we found an alternative route to go around and go up. It's a little bit longer, but it's a nicer drive view-wise. So I was looking at, at that situation, and I wanted to be with family. Was not looking forward to the drive because of the weather. We had snow. It was still snow on the ground. It snowed Friday, so we didn't go up Friday. We left Saturday morning. But I really wanted to get up there to spend some time with my brothers. The three of us have not been together with just the three of us in such a long time, since my brother moved to Texas. And it's been a while. So I thought, well, what's the value in going up? I've been thinking about that a lot this week. Finding value in things. And we think of value, we think of getting a good deal. We think of the worth of something, how much something is worth money-wise. And that's not the kind of value I'm talking about. That kind of value can lead you astray. It's good to value things like that, but it can lead you astray. You can put all your focus on the money, the monetary value, and forget the value that's not monetary that goes into what you're doing. So for me, there was great value in getting up there. So we got up there. It wasn't long enough time. I wish we could have stayed longer. It's a great place. Great place to visit. Snows a lot, gets cold, gets very muggy and humid up there in the wintertime in the mountain. Because their farm is on a mountain. And in the summertime, oh man, it's just, when the trees are in full bloom and all the brush and the humidity just sticks there. So not like down here on the flatland, or as we call it in the valley. So you have to find value in what you're doing, what you want to do. What is the value in that? What is it going to bring you when you value something so much? My coffee. I value a black cup of coffee. No sugar, no cream, no foam. Just straight up black coffee. There's great value in that for me. I grew up and learned how to drink coffee from my dad. Pour a lot of sugar in, put a lot of cream in. For years I did it that way. About 10 years ago, I stopped drinking like that. And what I found, the value in drinking black coffee for me is you can taste the coffee. With all that sugar and all that cream, you weren't really getting a good taste of coffee. So, but you got to find value in things. I was watching, my brother makes Cowboy coffee. The best Cowboy coffee I've had. And I wanted to learn how to make it. So I go on YouTube. Great value in YouTube. Lots of great things you can learn. And I found Cowboy Kent Rollins. It's got a couple million subscribers now. Mustache gets all that coffee so that brown stains. And Kent has a video on there. It teaches you how to make Cowboy coffee. Had no idea that there was so much involved in it, and it's so simple. So much involved, yet so simple. I just wanted to learn how to make it. Kent teaches you the value of coffee, and he teaches you all the aspects. This guy's he has his own ranch. He's a cowboy chef. Guy's phenomenal. Great channel. Check him out. Cowboy Kent with a K, Rollins. 2 L's. And he teaches you how to make the Cowboy coffee, but he talks to you about breaking down the acidity levels, the bitterness, the grind that you use. If you're using a fine ground of coffee, you don't boil it as long. You boil it less. Seasoning your coffee pot like cast iron. Who knew? If I hadn't watched that, I would have never thought of that until my brother would have told me, because that's what he does. He would have said, "Did you season your coffee pot?" Season your coffee cup. I learned that my coffee cups, I use like a ceramic, enamel, sometimes that's the best taste out of it. And here's why. When you season a coffee pot, you season it with your coffee like a cast iron plate. You just wipe it out with a paper towel, a little bit of water, dry it, air dry it. Coffee pot, you do the same thing. Pour the coffee out, rinse it out with water, set it up to dry. It'll season your coffee pot, especially with the enamel, ceramic enamel coffee pots, like the campfire one you see, the blue and green ones. Stainless steel, it'll do the same thing. It does the same thing in your coffee mug. So in this coffee mug, now it'll get a rinse and it'll get put on the rack. It will not get soaked in water anymore. There's value in that. There's value in watching a video to learn something. Pay attention. Listen. I watched that video twice and didn't catch the seasoning till the second time. There's much value in learning. Knowledge is power. Learning is valuable. So the things you value, do those things. Strive towards those goals. The things that really don't mean a whole lot, why waste your time? I won't waste my time on things. I'm learning and have been learning for a number of years now to simplify my life. I don't find great value in clutter, in complications, in drama, in multiple diverse things happening, and I don't like to have too many pots on the fire, as they say. I guess that's what it's, coals in the fire, I don't know. So I'm simplifying. I see great value in simplifying my life. Now for someone else, that might be valuable for them to have all that other stuff. But for me, it's not. It just doesn't work. I'm a keep it simple, stupid kind of guy. I do that with my work, where I work. I do that here. I use common sense. I use critical thinking when I need to. But most of the time I use common sense for a lot of the things I do. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. Sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it's been very helpful. But you got to find value in whatever it is you're doing, seeking things. I collect knives. I see a great value there. For me, it's value. It's priceless. Just the way I roll. And everybody's different. And you don't shame another person because they find value in something you don't. My older brother, he goes fly fishing. He spends a lot of money on fly fishing, a lot of time, a lot of practice. I like fly fishing. I don't see the value. So at this point in life, I'm not spending that kind of money, that kind of time, that kind of effort into becoming a better fly fisherman. Now, is that going to change? Probably, because I have other things I am working on. That's just one luxury that I just don't see the value in right at the moment. My brother does. He's very good at what he does. My older brother's very good at anything he does. Anything he does it. He goes full tilt. He's all in. He learns and he soaks up everything that he can about what he's learning, and then he just is very good at it. So, with that said, sit back. Think about what's valuable to you. Hold on to those values. Set goals to achieve those valuable things that you seek to have or to do, or things, coffee, you know. I'll see you next time on the porch.